hoping that she dance more. If she dance with me, then I won't ever let her go.
Okay, wait. Let's first look at how this entire story actually began. Let me show you the apartment. Look what a woman like her. Very similar. I think you two look exactly alike. Look, we made this black panel here specifically so the TV would look much bigger. That way it will visually span almost the entire wall. It'll be mounted right here. It's not here yet, but it should arrive soon. We actually thought for a really long time about how to make it, because at first we thought we'd make it from particle board or MDF. The problem is MDF is so thin it would definitely sag, and there's nowhere to fasten it. So we made it from metal with a sheet of particle board on top. And this right here is simply a small metal shelf. You remember this, don't?
It looks like a telescope.
Like a telescope.
Don't embarrass me for a second time.
What an incredible telescope. Turn it on.
There was a button underneath, just not here.
Do you even know that yourself though? You've obviously seen this couch a million times already.
So soft.
And right here, you can see the central stadium. This is where the World Cup was held. Naturally, of course, there wasn't a panoramic window here before. This is the structural column. The balcony reached this column. We tore down the wall here and insulated the ceiling and floor. We managed to insulate it perfectly level with the main floor. But we still had to lay porcelain tile here so we could install heated floors and not worry about anything. We didn't lower the ceiling, it's just plastered and painted, but we had to lower this part. Usually country bumpkins, yeah? They just lower it and, well, simply make a step. Yeah, but we don't do things that way. Instead, we hid the inner corner behind the shadow gap so it looks just like a floating ceiling. You can even reach in there and put your hand up.
You sure?
Well, of course. Well, if you weren't such a shorty, of course, you could have put it there. This one here is also a shelf. It's quite inexpensive, made from metal pipes. Video of me making this shelf. You can make the same little shelf at home. The link will be in the description. We have IKEA lights here, big lights, probably the cheapest ones. This table is actually totally unique. The key thing is it isn't real wood. It even has an edge that looks like some kind of
Inclusion?
an uneven edge. It's MDF with veneer on top, and there's just a little real wood along the edge, only around the side. And everything else is veneer, so we made the whole construction quite a bit cheaper. Actually, this apartment here is still a little unfinished. We don't have an AC unit here yet. We'll go in here and there's absolutely nothing. Electrical panels exposed.
Don't go in there.
Let's go into the bathroom. There's just... We originally designed this apartment for a bachelor, but then that bachelor suddenly became...
Doghouse owner.
Anyway, he stopped being a bachelor and now he has 2 kids. So now he urgently needs a larger apartment to move into as soon as possible. And this apartment is about to be sold. It's currently listed for sale. If anyone happens to need it, we'll leave a link in the description. I just suddenly took off from Moscow. Came here and started filming what was there because, well, the apartment will soon belong to other owners and there's no guarantee they'll let me film anything at all. Forgive me if something here isn't finished, but this is the apartment as it is. And here's our kitchen. An unbelievably beautiful kitchen. This island, we spent quite a while developing it for loft-style apartments. This countertop is wood, a laminated wood panel. It's held up quite well here so far. What should a really cool kitchen look like? First, tall cabinets, they should go all the way down to the floor. They should stop 1 centimeter short of the floor. And they should also stop 1 centimeter short of the ceiling. See, there's a shadow gap there. This shadow is one of the most important things. It looks really expensive and cool since we had to insulate the walls here and not cover the whole wall across its entire surface. We covered it only up to the kitchen, so the wall treatment ends neatly at that point. Look, it seems like the cabinet isn't 600 millimeters deep, but only 400 millimeters. And now, of course, you can't even tell there used to be any kind of balcony here. That's exactly how it should be. It should look as though there's always been a panoramic window here. You'll never see a panoramic window like this in apartments in Yekaterinburg. Island kitchens have a huge problem. You need somewhere for the hood. And there are practically no beautiful range hoods, or they cost a fortune. So we made this welded structure. It's a really inexpensive structure. And this perforated sheet metal, we covered the damn hood, and now you can't see it. A very important detail on the side. Just a little 5 centimeter strip right here. You can't see it at all, but it's there. So the right door can open all the way. This here is a profile handle. We made it because there's a refrigerator here. A bachelor's fridge is naturally empty. Can you believe it? This apartment sat empty for a year. I'd be dying, seriously. I just go live here. You remember how baseboards are made, right? For some reason, everyone's writing to Nastya now and asking how to do baseboards, how to glue down laminates.
Which laminate is best to install here?
Well, naturally, Nastya will now tell you how to make a baseboard without a baseboard.
So you take the baseboard and lay it down.
That's Nastya's detailed instruction, especially for you. Again, this is our cheapest way to make a wall without a baseboard. It's a cork expansion strip. It isn't painted floor color yet. You can clearly see how it looks. The renovation in this apartment was done by Masterskaya Remonta. It took about 9 to 10 months to build. If you need them, I'll leave a link in the description. I don't really recommend doors like these. We really struggled with the rubber seals. We finally found the right seals. We'll install proper ones soon, because this seal that was here was really... it was kind of smooth and kept peeling off the paint. The box here is sufficiently wide. I'll show you a little later which one you should install. Oh, look right away where she went.
Why is there no door?
Why no door? It's unnecessary. This section is over 1 meter wide. The water won't go anywhere. Water definitely won't go anywhere. We also have a small shower head. Inside, there's a small threshold, so it stays in. We couldn't do it without a threshold here. The countertop is artificial stone. We put this kind of sink here, and this is Jacob Delaphone, which for some reason started leaking. We need to return it. This whole wall opens up, almost all of it. We have the ventilation duct here. The middle doesn't open, but the sides do. There's a stretch ceiling. It's very hard to see here. Of course, it has a shadow gap here too. There's a 5 millimeter gap between it and the wall. We filmed a video about stretch ceilings right in this room. People often ask me this question. How exactly do you glue laminate to a wall? Guys, I'll tell you clearly and right away. You can't glue laminate to a wall. Please don't glue laminate to the wall, because what you have there isn't laminate at all.
Ta-da-da-da, here it is.
It's engineered wood flooring. You can glue it in place and cut it at a 45-degree angle. It looks beautiful, see? It's real wood. Laminate is ugly. Fine, you laid it on the floor, whatever, but on a wall? It's a decorative element. Don't glue laminate on walls. We really just threw together some decor in a hurry. There should be much more of everything here. There should be a rug too. The apartment is now for sale. Let's go into the final Narnia.
What do we have in there?
You broke the microphone again? How do you keep managing to do that every single time? Vova, we need to fix the microphone again.
Professional hands at work. So what needs fixing now?
It was just
As you
sticking
can
out,
see,
actually.
it's the exact same Barlinek Porto Grande parquet flooring used throughout the entire apartment, with the same finish and appearance. The very same material is on both the floor and the wall, and there are these same homemade shelves made from pipe. we designed a slightly different bed for this room. Here's the render. Hold on. There was supposed to be an IKEA bed here and completely different side tables. They were supposed to be tree stumps, but that happens, we draw something, it exists, and then bam, it's sold out. So we had to urgently find a bed for...
Look at this thing.
What are you doing?
I think it's for nights, you know, like that kind of protection.
This is the only bed for 100,000 rubles that looks decent. Then we had to urgently change the nightstands too, because we'd run out of budget. We looked for logs for these nightstands for a really long time anyway. We never found nice logs, so we had to put in...
I can give you some nice logs.
You want to give me nice logs?
I have a few girlfriends.
Follow Nastya's account in case someone still doesn't know how to glue laminate. Once again, you can always ask Nastya for advice about it if needed. Here we have, right, Anastasia?
Yes.
There's so much space here, you could even dance, right? Because there was supposed to be a partition here, one just like this. And there was supposed to be a desk behind that partition, but it still hasn't been installed. So it isn't there yet. And over there, if you switch this off, you can't see anything, but turn it on one more time. Come on, bam! There's a large walk-in closet there. Naturally, it's being used to store all kinds of unnecessary things right now because nobody actually lives in the apartment. What's the point of this closet? Since it's open and visible from the bedroom, we made it as practical as possible. All the lower cabinets run in one line and they must be closed. So anything you want to toss away, you toss in there. On hangers, there are only clothes, shirts, all that stuff. It hangs nicely, it can't be piled up. If you don't put anything here at all, it'll look really nice. These little boxes go right here and way up there, maybe some suitcases. It looks really beautiful here. Something roughly like this, you know? Something like that. Or like this. Closets usually have these awkward corner spaces. We made storage drawers here for dirty clothes. You can just toss dirty clothes in here.
Or hide bodies.
This apartment is actually for sale, by the way. And just so we're clear, if anyone happens to find Nastya there, it wasn't me. Well, that's it, guys. Everyone who liked it, hit like. Please leave only nice comments for Nastya. She's a girl, after all. She's doing it for you. Bye, everyone. See you next time.